The fog in the Nilgiri Hills doesn't just roll in, it claws its way through the valleys. And tonight that fog tasted like old jasmine and regret. They call me a skeptic, but even I couldn't rationalize the chill that sank into my bones the moment I stepped onto the crumbling steps of that abandoned tea estate bungalow. I was chasing a local legend, the Veeramani Widow, a woman whose husband died on their wedding night, cursed by the mountain spirits, they say. The story goes, she never left, she just waited. I went there looking for content, something viral. What I found was silence, the heavy, suffocating silence that swallowed the sound of my own breathing. The air grew thick, smelling of decay and wet earth. I checked my camera battery full. Then the single bulb hanging in the hallway sputtered, throwing elongated, frantic shadows against the peeling wallpaper. That's when I heard it. Not a scream. Worse, a soft rhythmic tapping, like a fingernail on polished wood getting closer. My heart hammered against my ribs. A frantic drum solo in the oppressive quiet. I turned toward the sort in a closed door to the master bedroom. The tapping stopped. I told myself it was the wind, an old house settling, but the door creaked open, not violently, but with agonizing slowness, and then she was there. Not inside the room, standing just beyond the threshold. She wasn't a ghost of smoke or shadow. She was perfectly solid, dressed in a saree so white it seemed to absorb the very light around her. Her face was obscured by a veil, but I could feel her stare burning through the silk. Her posture wasn't angry, it was expectant. I couldn't move every muscle. I finally raised my hand, fumbling for the flashlight. Needing to confirm she wasn't real, as the beam hit her feet, the illusion shattered. There was no polished floor beneath her, only damp, moss-covered stone, and the faint, unmistakable impression of bare feet pressed into the mud outside the bungalow, miles away from where she stood. She didn't walk towards me, she simply shifted. One moment she was at the doorway, the next she was standing directly behind me. The scent of jamia, overwhelming, suffocating. I dropped the camera. When I scrambled back to retrieve it, the figure was gone. The door was closed, the tapping returned, this time coming from inside the lens of my recording device. I ran. I never looked back. But the terrifying truth is I don't need to look back to see her. Because now, every time I close my eyes, I don't see the Nilgiri fog. I see that impossibly white saree, and I can still smell the jasmine, waiting for me to come home.